We're here at the Interface. LP just did a wonderful performance.
And I tried to hold the thing back, but the meditation was fixated on what a friend said and relating it to my struggling.
On Poisonville, you talked about how the song is a little bit about trying to stay on the safe side of sane.
That song is kind of about an amalgamation of a couple of characters in my life, including my bit of, not a small bit of myself in there, that tend to, you know, have a bit of a self-destructive streak in them, as so many people do.
So when I step in the stop frame, I became pure BK. Cause I grew up around the crazy kings and they held secondhand spray.
Smithereens, you said, was about Brooklyn.
I mean, the whole record really is about, in a way, is about New York. It's kind of my, you know, my ode or homage to the city that I grew up in.
I became for you what you would ask. Telepath, you're too young to ask out loud. I'm too old to not know that. I can talk like you've not heard. I know weapons, you think words. I exposed you to these terms. You still chose to roll on her.
So I wanted to ask you about the song Overly Dramatic Truth.
That song is about just feeling incredibly guilty about being in a relationship with someone that you just clearly have more experience in them and more years on them. And
are you saying that you are pedophile?
That's actually absolutely not what I'm trying to insinuate.
I'm not even really here. I can't give what I can't take.
I wrote that song after feeling like a scumbag for allowing someone who I thought was you know, just being in one of those relationships where you're like, all right, you know, I really should stop this because I really don't. I really know it's just doomed, and not being strong enough to, you know, stop it.
The new album, I'll Sleep When You're Dead, how is that different from the earlier one?
I think that's something that type of discussion I sort of leave up to the people who hear it. I think I'm too attached to the record to really understand.
You don't even know. It's just
I mean, you know, I'm not gonna. I hate giving like the pitch. Here's the pitch. It's 5 years later.
In 5 words,
the Twin Towers.
Album.
The Twin Towers fell. The entire world has changed.
How has sci-fi worked its way into your?
Well, you know, I mean, I
music at all?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I guess to a degree, it's not really. I'm not really like when I was a kid, I loved sci-fi, like you know, Star Wars and Blade Runner and all that stuff. I'm a big fan of authors like George Orwell and Philip K. Dick and Ray Bradbury, and those guys were huge influences on me. Just opened my mind up a lot when I was a kid. Reading 1984 completely changed my whole direction intellectually.
How do you juggle being businessman versus musician?
It used to be drugs. That was how I juggled it. But now it's not so much. Now I just turn the phone off every once in a while.
That's a good move.
You know, I just ignore.
Thanks, LP.
Thanks.
Awesome.
My pleasure.
Best of luck.
All right.
It's the city I broke down in the Velour Couture Township, but I lost the rock box batteries and forgot I was found.